Addis Ababa is changing rapidly. Towering buildings rise where humble homes once stood. Roads expand into communities. But behind the skyline of progress lies something far more troubling: the quiet, brutal removal of entire ethnic groups, Amhara and Gurage, from the city they helped build. This isn't merely urban development, it is a calculated act of erasure. Let's begin with the facts. Historic neighborhoods like Piazza, Kazanchis, and Shiro Maida, once vibrant with Amhara life, are being flattened. The government calls it redevelopment, but residents are given little notice, no compensation, and no relocation support. Many have been left homeless, broken, scattered. Mercato, the economic heartbeat of the Gurage community, is next. Thousands of small business owners, street vendors, shopkeepers are being pushed out. No guarantees, no legal protections, just a thin veil of modernization concealing a targeted campaign. Simultaneously, there is a noticeable influx of Oromos into Addis Ababa. While many are hard-working individuals seeking opportunity, leaked reports and first-hand accounts reveal that preferential access to land and housing is being granted to Oromo settlers, often in the very areas cleared of Amhara and Gurage families. Meanwhile, buses from Amhara towns like Bahir Dar and Gwonder are being blocked, in some cases violently. Mothers with children are turned away at checkpoints. Traders never reach their stalls. Students miss school. And still, the government insists there is no targeting. But if this isn't targeting, what is? Human rights groups have not been silent. Amnesty International has documented hundreds of forced evictions, describing them as, quote, gross human rights violations. Residents were evicted without notice, without consultation, and without compensation. Entire families were uprooted, children, elders, and women left on the street with nowhere to go. Let that sink in. The very people who helped raise this city, who laid its foundations and built its markets, are now being told they no longer belong. Government officials call this urban renewal. They say it's about infrastructure, about vision. But a question must be asked: vision for whom? Because this vision seems blind to the pain of those it destroys. The Oromia-led city administration is fast-tracking projects without transparency, community input, or justice. And those who speak up, arrested, silenced. Addis Ababa has always been a mosaic, a city shaped by the hands of many. Amharas, Gurage, Oromo, Tigrayans, and even Eritreans all played a part in its rise. But now the mosaic is being shattered, piece by piece, ethnic line by ethnic line. What's happening is not just urban planning, it is demographic engineering. It is ethnic gerrymandering, executed through blueprints and bulldozers. And the stakes could not be higher. This isn't just about homes, it's about memory, culture, belonging. If the forced displacement continues, Addis will not be the city it once was. It will become a hollow capital, built on exclusion and fear. International law is clear. Forced evictions without due process, without compensation, are illegal. They violate every standard of human dignity and rights. And yet, here we are. This is not just a local issue. This is a national crisis, a moral emergency, and the world must pay attention. So what must be done? First, an immediate halt to all evictions in Addis Ababa. Second, independent investigations into ethnic bias in housing and development policy. Third, restoration of the rights of those displaced, compensation, resettlement, recognition, and finally, accountability. The Ethiopian government must be held responsible, not just by its own citizens, but by the global community. To those listening, silence is complicity. If we stay quiet, we allow history to be rewritten in concrete and blood. The Amharas and Gurages of Addis are not obstacles to progress. They are the spirit of the city, the hands that built it, the voices that gave it rhythm. Do not let those voices be silenced. Do not let Addis Ababa become a monument to ethnic cleansing dressed in the robes of development. Demand truth, demand justice, demand the city belongs to all its people, not just the favored few. Because without justice, there is no peace, and without inclusion, there is no future for Addis Ababa.